If you're searching for a premium single-story home that has space and checks the boxes for just about everyone in your family, yes, I'm talking about in-laws, your college kid, and guests, today I will be showing you one of the most unique and functional multi-generational living floor plans you will find in this area. And today we are in Wesley Chapel, Florida, Tampa's most popular suburb, and I'm highlighting a really unique community that in reality doesn't get a whole lot of buzz, but it very well should, because it's located in one of the most strategic spots in town. You're within highly rated schools, and they have some incredible floor plans. Let's take a look. So this is the Camden floor plan, and it's just shy of 2,800 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, plus a 3-car garage. But what makes this floor plan so unique is the multi-generational living options, and just you wait until you see it. It's so unique. So currently this is actually their sales center, so that's why you see this fence right in the middle of this section here. So starting on the exterior, we have these little block accents on the exterior of the home, which gives it a really nice just touch in terms of giving the home a little bit of character. You have this really nice trim, you have upgraded landscaping here on the front, and this is a single-story home on a 60-foot lot, and it does show really well here on the exterior. And a lot of my home buyers actually love the appeal of a 3-car garage, and you're not going to find so many options in the area. So it's nice that this builder does have the 3-car garage option. We have this extended covered entryway here. This is an all block construction on the exterior of the home. We do have these extra tall doors. You'll see it here on the exterior of the home and also all on the interior. And as we make our way inside, here, you have this little foyer section, and here to my right is actually their sales center. So they have it staged this way with the sales center, but this would actually, to my right, be the true garage wall. And here they have one of the very first bedrooms, and of course, as you can see, it's staged as an actual office space. So this particular room has just a traditional closet. Here you will see that they do have it staged with hard flooring, but it is important to note that in the actual traditional home that you would be buying, like if it's not a model home, it would be carpet. Now, the really cool thing about this floor plan is they actually have a Jack and Jill, and I feel like these were super popular back in the early 2000s, maybe 2010s, and it's been a while since I've seen a true Jack and Jill. So this bathroom has a shower tub combo. You have all of the tile here on the bathroom area. This bathroom has the dual vanity here with quartz countertops. You have these really nice dark cabinets, and then this mirror that extends the entire length of this wall. And the really cool thing with this Jack and Jill setup is that these 2 front bedrooms feel really nice and private, kind of nice and secluded from the main living areas of the home. They're nice and private up here. So there's so many different setups that you could have with these 2 bedrooms. So here's this secondary bedroom. And this one, of course, because this is the sales center, is staged as an office, but this would be a really great home office. It would also work for maybe you have 2 older kids and you want to put them in these front bedrooms, and then they just share this Jack and Jill bathroom. It would also make a really unique setup if you want to possibly have guests staying with you. So you could kind of close off this door. Of course, this is staged without the door, but in reality, there's a door that goes here. So you could close off this door, and so then whoever's staying in that front bedroom could have access to this bathroom, and they'd have like their own little guest suite, which is really nice. So I think it's kind of unique that they've done this particular setup here with a Jack and Jill little layout. Again, this is staged with vinyl flooring, but in reality, all the bedrooms built with this builder will come with carpet flooring. Another thing that I want to point out now that we're looking at flooring, on the model, you'll see that you have this additional quarter round. So this is an additional upgrade here in their premium or luxury tradition series. And then in all of the main actual living areas, in lieu of this tile, you'll have luxury laminate flooring. So that is unique to this community. If you look in other communities in this area that build the tradition series, it's gonna be a step below that. Additionally, the other thing that you will see is that these faucets here have the brushed nickel. If you compare it to some of the other communities that build this same series, this is going to be your like shiny chrome. So this just looks a little bit more high end, and we will be going over all of the pricing of this home, and you will not believe the pricing this home has. This is absolutely incredible, and this is such a unique floor plan. I honestly was completely shocked when I saw the incredible pricing they have for this home. So here we are in the main heart of the home. Now, this is really unique because, as we know, long gone are the days of where you have a formal dining room in every floor plan that you see, but this is unique here. This builder just outdid themselves by including a formal dining setup, and especially in this particular floor plan where you do have a multi-generational living option. I think it is nice that they added the formal dining room. You know, you might have extended family living with you, maybe in-laws, grandparents, maybe your kids that are studying at the local community colleges, or even down at USF, down in the northern Tampa area. Maybe you have kids living with you. And so having this setup here is really nice. Personally, I think this is just really cool where it is an open floor plan, but this little column here adds kind of like a separation between the living room, kitchen, and formal dining room. You have a very nice, long, wide hallway, and right that way, straight away, I'm not gonna show it to you yet because that's one of the main super features of this home. You have to wait for when I show you that because it is absolutely incredible. Now, this living room space is just absolutely perfect for large families, extended families, or maybe you're just kind of on your own and you want a really large home. This checks all of the boxes. They have tray ceilings, which honestly, many builders at this price point don't even include tray ceilings as a structural upgrade, which is really, really nice. You have these large windows here. You have large windows here in the dining room. And whenever we're doing buyer consultations with the buyers that my team and I work with, one of the main things people ask for is homes that have natural lighting. And you will definitely have that with this home with the amount of windows that you have. So as we wrap our way around this way in the living room area, then we have a straight access into the kitchen, and you have an oversized island. This is absolutely beautiful. And I'll be showing you in detail some of the packages that this builder does have for the different color schemes for their cabinets and their countertops. And personally, I think this is really beautiful and it looks high end. It ties in really nicely with the backsplash that they paired it with, and same thing with the color of the cabinets. On camera, they look black, but honestly, it's like a really, really dark espresso color. And that's just really luxurious looking and really high end. And I also like that they trimmed out the cabinets with the crown molding, which with some builders you won't have. It'll come just with the basic cabinet. And everything you see included in this home in terms of appliances comes included. So that's really nice. You have your Whirlpool microwave as well as your Whirlpool range. Now, I will point out this is an electric community. So you will have an electric stovetop. You have really functional storage. So you have all of these cabinets down here. And then these upper cabinets up here are 42-inch cabinets, so perfect for lots and lots of storage. And then you have this extended oversized undermount sink, again with the brushed nickel faucets, so that's really nice. And then you have your Whirlpool dishwasher here. And then look at this, you have double cabinets down here. So you have this oversized drawer, perfect for storage. So this space is really functional. And then something that I always love is when builders do this in kitchens where you have a smaller countertop space. We're really big into drinking coffee, so this is the perfect little layout for your espresso machine, or if you're big into tea or matcha, you can have your whole little section here. And then you have all of this extended cabinet space for storing your tea, your coffee mugs, and then you have a full walk-in pantry. And this builder is really, really good about doing these walk-in pantries. And I think that's just perfect for all of the storage that is needed in the home. So another thing that I want to point out is this is actually a tiny bit curved here, this island. And so typically that would actually be an upgrade. And so this looks just really nice. It adds some really nice visual interest to the home. And then you have your formal dining room like we looked at a minute ago, but then you also have your little informal dining area. So this is just the perfect space. They have it staged here with a round dining table, but you could definitely do a small square table. So there's so many ways that you can truly make this space functional for your family. And then look at all of these windows that you have here. You have double windows. And then you actually have an extended covered patio out here. So out here you have your extended covered patio. And this particular home has the conservation pond back here, which is really nice. If you're not into that, you definitely have other options for your backyard views. So if you would prefer to have more trees and conservation, you have that option. Or if you don't mind being back to back with a neighbor in the backyard, there's also options for that. And by the way, my team and I help buyers just like you navigate the new construction and relocation process here in the Tampa area. We'd love to connect with you. A QR code is up here where you can book a call directly, reserve a space on our calendar, or hey, if you'd prefer, drop us a text, shoot us an email, or give us a call days, nights, or weekends. We want to help you make your move here to the Florida area as smooth and seamless as possible. And by the way, speaking of ponds and water and retention and swampland, the number 2 questions I get on every single call I have with people who are relocating to the area is like, hey, tell me about the gators. And I'm honestly like, well, what about them? Because in reality, they don't really want to be messed with, and they pretty much kind of do their own thing. Yes, in some neighborhoods and some of these retention ponds, you may find a gator, but they like to be left alone. They pretty much stick to their own little area. And so it really isn't a major issue. I know the headlines love to feature, oh my goodness, there was a gator incident, but honestly, they like to be left alone. The other thing is hurricanes. Yes, Florida is an area that gets hit by hurricanes. Yes, the Tampa region was affected by hurricanes last year in 2024. There were specific areas that were mainly hit by the storm, and then other areas across the Tampa area did experience some flooding, did experience some rain issues or some water issues. So if you're concerned about that, that's why you want to connect with my team and I, and we can help map your move and place you in areas strategically if you're looking to avoid areas that are more prone to flooding than others. If you want to stay further inland, we'd love to connect you with the areas and locations that would be a better fit for you. All right, so as we make our way back inside, we have the owner's suite here just off of the kitchen area. And this is such a beautiful owner's suite. You have the upgraded tray ceilings here. You have 3 large windows all along this wall. So it gives the space a very open, bright feel. This is a very good sized bedroom. They do have carpets here again in all of the bedrooms. Personally, if it were me, before moving in, like after closing and before moving in, I'd get rid of all of the carpets and just have a contractor come in and put flooring in, hard flooring. I think that just makes a really big difference, especially if you have pets and kids. I personally would recommend doing that, but if you're okay with carpet, you know, you have this really nice carpet color here. So this then leads straight into the owner's suite. And the really nice thing about this floor plan is that they actually have their very own standalone bathtub. And this definitely looks like an oversized one. Plus you have this really nice window up here. Of course, it would come with blinds. So you would have little blinds there for privacy. And then you have this extra large shower. And it is actually tile. So some of the builders in the area will have some of the shower inserts and it's not tile that wrap all the way around. So this is nice. This is a really nice upgrade and feature. And then you have this little niche here, which of course, if you were doing a custom build with many builders, that's an upgrade. And then you also have dual sinks here in this vanity. And this is a really large vanity. Like this is massive. So you have the his and her dual sink area. You have lots of storage here. These are actually functional drawers, which is nice. So this is actually just cosmetic, but these 2 drawers on either side are actually functioning. And then this one here in the middle is also a functional drawer. So lots of storage in terms of cabinet space. And then in terms of a walk-in closet, here's the owner's suite walk-in closet. Now, truthfully, here's something that I will say for me is a con of this floor plan. I don't see a whole lot of additional storage closets or linen closets. So if you need lots and lots and lots of storage, this is something that you may find as a con or a drawback for this particular floor plan. But if all of the extra large closet space and cabinet space are sufficient, I think this is a very functional floor plan. You do have a small linen closet here. I didn't see one in the other bathroom that we first saw. And then you have the water closet here. So overall, this is a really, really nice owner's suite. Very nice, very open, very spacious. And I love that it's tucked away here on the back side of the home. And then if you do end up purchasing a home that has a premium lot, you have views to the beautiful backyard. So you could always end up putting a pool. This is a 60-foot wide lot. So this is an extra wide home. All right, and everything we've seen so far with this home has been absolutely incredible, but we haven't seen everything yet. Just wait, I'm about to show you one of the most incredible and unique features this home has. So here's the main hallway area. And as you make your way this way, you actually have a half bath. So stay with me. I'm about to show you the really, really unique feature this home has. So this is a half bath. So this is a perfect little setup here for when you have guests and you're hosting dinner, you're hosting Thanksgiving, you're hosting Christmas, New Year's Eve festivities. This makes the perfect guest bathroom here. And then as you make your way, this is actually the entrance to the home from the garage. So this makes the perfect little drop station here. And then you do have one storage closet here, which is nice. You could also do additional like built-in storage here for like a little backpack drop-off station. And speaking of backpacks, we'll be going over some of the information about the school. So stay tuned to the end when we talk about pricing and incentives and community information. And then this is a really incredible sized laundry room. So look at all of this space. Now, again, so for this price point, you are getting the wire rack up here, but post closing, you could definitely put some upper cabinets up here. I think that these are some of the finishes that do give homes kind of like a builder grade quality. So if it were me, post closing, I'd come in and purchase some cabinets that match the rest of the home, and just, it gives it a much higher end feel. This is a very, very nice upgrade. And this is like an oversized laundry room sink. Like, this is really deep, perfect if you're deep in the trenches like me with little kids. I mean, I feel like I'm degreasing and spot treating almost every single article of clothing. So this makes the perfect little basin to leave things soaking overnight to remove stains or wash sporting equipment, or like a small dog bed or something like that. So then you do have your washer and dryer included with the home. And then here we do have some of our AC units inside of the home, which I know for a lot of my out-of-state people, that's kind of surprising. And then here is the incredible super feature of this home. So I told you at the beginning of this video that this was the most unique and functional multi-generational living floor plan. So that's right, with this home, you get your own little kitchenette area, and this is perfect if you're hosting guests, if you have maybe your older parents living with you and they want their own little kitchenette area. You don't have a stove or anything, but honestly, nowadays with some of the air fryers and the little like, I feel like they're like little, almost like little rotisserie ovens or air fryers. They're like little convection ovens that are stovetop. Honestly, it would be very private, and their own little space with their own little kitchen setup. They have their own sink, their own refrigerator, lots of storage. You have the tray ceiling up here, and this could be a little like study or den for guests or older parents that are living with you. Maybe you have a college kid and you want to kind of like sublease this or something, right? Like if your kids are staying home for school, and so you have the two large windows here. So there are two different collections that this builder built in this community. So this particular floor plan falls within their Tradition Series Premium. So this is actually the option. These are actually the options that you have available. So ironically enough, I'm actually not seeing the particular color of cabinets that are currently staged in this model home, but these cabinets are actually really nice. They're a darker brown color. If you like the gray cabinets, you have gray cabinet options available. So there's a little bit of variety for everyone, depending on what it is that you like. And like I said earlier, you see the tile flooring here in the main living areas. Again, they've recently changed that. So the home will actually come with luxury laminate flooring. This is premium flooring, so you're not getting tile. These are the quartz countertops, so really, really nice selections. And then again, this would be the carpet for all of the bedrooms. So several options there. And as you can see, this space is really nice and open and spacious. And actually, it has its very own door to close off this space. So it's almost like you're in your own little apartment or your own little studio area, which is really cool. Also, to point out, some of these light switches here, these are like smart smart light switches, because this is technically a smart home and there's different upgrades and different things throughout the home that make it a smart home. So post closing, you can actually swap these out and like put a dimmer, or you can put like some of the smart switches there as well. And so then this is the little mother-in-law or multi-generational suite. They have the tray ceiling in here. They have a very good sized bedroom here with a nice window. And then you do get a full walk-in closet. And so if you've been a longtime viewer of the channel, which by the way, if you aren't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you've seen that we have highlighted several different multi-generational options, but you are not gonna find anything as unique as this with its own little kitchenette area, which is really unique. So you do have a single bowl or single sink vanity here with an undermount sink or bowl. Again, these more premium brushed nickel faucets. You have the darker cabinets here. And then you do have a shower. This does have the tile, so it's not the liner, but here's my gripe and my complaint. And I'm starting to see this more and more with some of the homes, even priced at this price point. We're seeing this quite a bit. They are selling these homes without any shower doors. Now, if you talk to the builder, they'll tell you, oh yeah, you can put like a curtain rod and you can, just do that. But in reality, over time, like, yes, technically you have this lip here over this shower pan, but inadvertently you will end up getting water outside of the shower. For me, that's kind of a pet peeve, to get out of the shower and have the entire area outside of the shower wet. So personally, this is something that I do not like about this floor plan. And so post-closing, you have to come in, maybe have a contractor come in and install a door. There are some door kits on Amazon that you could DIY and do yourself, but honestly, that's the main drawback for me, and I wish it would just come included with the home, to be honest. But I mean, other than that and the few amount of like linen closets that they have, like those are my two main cons about this floor plan. And you guys know I'm always honest, I share my honest opinions, but I do believe this makes a very incredible floor plan for somebody that is looking for something very functional and very unique. So this is an incredible home. And one of the other really cool features about this community is they have fantastic amenities, and the amenities are already completed. So you don't have to move into your home and wait several months or up to a year before your amenities are actually done. So let's go take a look at the amenity center. So this truly is a beautiful community. As you can see, there's so much greenery around here, which makes it really nice. Not every new construction community has mature landscaping. This one does. So you're going to have nice mature trees, landscaping, and shade. But another incredible thing about this neighborhood is the community amenities. So there's not one, but two community pools. You have parks, tot lot areas, this cabana / pavilion area. So it makes it perfect to be able to enjoy all of the Florida sunshine. This is one of the community pools, and there are people swimming in it right now. So I'm actually only showing you part of the pool because I want to be respectful of other people enjoying their community amenities. And then there is this little cabana area here. So it has some nice shade. And this is really great, especially if you have young kids, and as we know, we got to help them get all of their energy out, especially during the summer months. And quite frankly, year round here in Florida, it's pretty much hot all the time. From, I would say, about mid-February to early March, you can already start enjoying the pools, the beaches in the area, all the way through pretty much December, depending on what week in December it is. You can definitely enjoy all of the sunshine and the great outdoors. So this is like a lap pool. So you can come and get a nice early morning workout before it gets way too hot. And it's about 1 o'clock right now in the middle of July. So I'm trying to wrap this up and make it super quick because it is extremely humid, and I would much rather be swimming in this pool right now than outside filming and getting drone footage. But anyway, this is an incredible community with so many features, and it truly is a little bit of a hidden gem here in Wesley Chapel. They are out here doing landscaping, so I hope you're able to hear me. But you do have the community mailboxes here, and then you do have a park and swing set, as well as this little shaded cabana area. Now, I personally wish that they did build a shade over the park so that it'll protect the park from the very, very hot days. So you still are able to go to the park with your kids in the middle of the day. I personally wish they would have done that with that park, but nonetheless, you have a park. All right, so let's chat about why buyers choose this Wood Creek community in Wesley Chapel. So of course, the number one rule in real estate is location, and this is located in a strategic spot in Wesley Chapel. You're right off of State Road 56, which is the corridor and hub for all of the new construction in the area. You have a very nice wide state road, so it makes it really easy to get in and out of Wesley Chapel. You're a short drive from the downtown Tampa area. You could be down at the Riverfront Armature Works area in about 30 minutes. You're about a 40 to 45 minute drive down to the Tampa International Airport. You're about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes away from all of the fantastic beaches, including Clearwater, Fort DeSoto, Siesta Key. So this makes it a strategic location in terms of that. Plus, you're in Tampa's most popular suburb. Take it from a local. I live in Wesley Chapel. This is a fantastic area to live in. You have really like 3 outdoor malls. You have the shops at Wiregrass Mall, you have the Tampa Bay Premium Outlets, you have the Crate at the Grove, plus a brand new humongous Target that is coming to the area. We have not 1, but 2 Targets locally in our area. We have a Whole Foods coming to the area. We have a Sprouts really nearby, lots of gyms, lots of shopping, lots of things to do. But on top of that, this community is zoned for fantastic schools. Now, I can't steer you in any way, but if you look up the community information and the school information and do your own due diligence, you will see that this community, one of the top appeals are the top rated schools. Now, if you go one community further east of this, it's a totally different school zone, school district. So do your research, but that's why you need to partner with my team and I so that we can help guide you and navigate you on which communities are the right place to land if schools are important for you. So that's a really, really big appeal in this neighborhood. Now, another really important thing is that with this Tradition, Premier, or Luxury series, you're going to have a little bit of a step above in terms of all of the interior design upgrades. Even if you were to compare this floor plan apples to apples across different communities in this region, this one's going to be a step above. Now, this is also a community that only has this builder building in it, so it gives it more of a private feel. In total, they are going to have 960 homes, including both villas, single family, as well as townhomes. Now, this builder builds a fantastic product. So what you see is what you get. Everything comes included, and they are priced at a really, really great price. So before we get into the pricing, I just want to run down real quick again. So the community amenities include a pool, cabana, pavilions, tot lot, and park areas. Plus, for the single family homes, the HOA is $85 a month, which is practically a steal. That is a fantastic HOA fee. Now, for the specific floor plan we were touring today, which is the Camden, your CDD fee is $2,000 per year, and that is attached to your property taxes. So you're paying into that CDD every time you're making your mortgage payments. And then if you buy one of their 50-foot wide lots, that's going to be right around $1,700 a year. And then their single family are right around, the single family that is 40-foot wide is right around $1,400 a year, excuse me, if I said a month, that's not true. It's yearly. It's $1,400 per year. And then the townhomes are $867 a year, which is absolutely incredible. Again, fantastic schools. And so this is a really, really strategic community in terms of location and everything that it has to offer. Now let's talk about pricing. So today specifically, we toured the Camden. Now they have Camdens priced right under $600,000. So right at $599, $490. And again, it's 2,794 square feet. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, single story and a 3-car garage. You can be moving into this home in September for $599,490. Now that's one particular home that they have available. They have others priced just right around $620. The model is actually available for $620, which is incredible. Honestly, I haven't seen this fantastic pricing in Wesley Chapel for a Camden. You have to go further out north, even to different parts, not even in Wesley Chapel. And it was hard to even get that pricing even a few years ago. So this is fantastic, fantastic pricing. Now that's a 60-foot lot or 60 wide lot. Now, if you want a 2-story home, they have a Jordan, which is an incredible floor plan. They have that available too for $620. And then they also have other premium series homes on 50-foot wide lots. Now, one of their most popular floor plans is the Lantana. So comment below if you want me to come back and do a full walkthrough of the Lantana. It's one of my favorite floor plans this builder offers. They have Lantanas right around $497,000, which is absolutely incredible, available now. They also have a Coral, which is a 2-story home, 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2-car garage. They have Corals right around $539 as of today. And then if we're talking their different, like a step down series, it's called their Express series. They have an Alex 2, which is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home priced right at $395, which is absolutely incredible to be able to get a new construction home in Wesley Chapel for less than $400,000. That is just honestly spectacular. And then you have townhomes available starting at $328,000. So again, if the Camden is not the correct floor plan for you, there are multiple floor plans available in this community that could be the right fit for you. And one of the fantastic things about this builder is that they cover my buyer agent fee. So if you would like to work with me, you have expert guidance and representation at no additional cost to you. And speaking of that, ironically, while I was out filming and touring this floor plan, there were 2 people that stopped me mid-tour and said, "Hey, I've seen your videos. I love your content. I saw you touring one of the other communities in the area. Your videos are awesome. I'd love to be able to work with you, but you have to reach out to me first before you reach out to the builder." So even if you're just curious, even if your home purchase is still a year out from now, contact my team and I. All our contact information is here on the screen. Book a call on Zoom. You can scan the QR code and get a link to our calendar. We make it super easy for you to be able to book a call and get connected so that we can help navigate every step of the new construction process. And especially if you're relocating, we like to make that process really fine-tuned to the location that you're looking for so that you land in the correct place for you and your family. Because trust me, the last thing you want to do is think you have an expectation of the area because you've seen all of these videos online and you think that's the right fit for you. But then come to find out it's actually not the right fit. So if you tell me even 2 to 3 things of what you're looking for, I can pinpoint exactly where it is that you and your family need to move to. Now, in terms of incentives, this builder has incredible incentives. There's many different promotions running currently. And honestly, the easiest things so that we don't muddy the waters with all of the different information, because it honestly depends on what type of financing you're utilizing, how much money you're putting down, what type of home you're buying. You could have rates in the 5.99 or 5.99. You can have up to $15,000 to $18,000 in closing incentives, but there's also other fantastic incentives that are fine tailored to you and your specific needs. So reach out to my team and I so that we can help guide you with that. And speaking of incentives, here's another one of the million reasons why you want to be working with an agent. Just yesterday, we got relocation buyers under contract in a different community with a different builder. And the builder was advertising a certain amount in closing cost incentives. And I was able to negotiate $12,000 more for them to take to the closing table. It's less money out of their pocket. Plus, the builder is covering my buyer agent fee, so that's no additional fee outside of the purchase that they have to cover. So that is incredible that you have an advocate guiding you every step of the way and negotiating additional concessions on your behalf. Even the sales agent was like, wow, honestly, I'm surprised corporate approved that, and way to go. So my buyers are getting an incredible home with fantastic incentives. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I'm here to help guide you through every step of your way in making your move here in the Tampa market. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next video linked here in this playlist just for you. See you in the next one.